Welcome back to We Like That podcast.
Because we like that. I'm Joe.
And I'm Calvin.
And welcome back to We Like That podcast.
Because we like that.
How was your week?
Same as every other week. Hot. Well, actually, it was dark and kind of rainy this week.
Yeah, it was.
Did
you like the cool down?
I guess it was all right. I don't know. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another week that went by really, really fast. It's almost Christmas. And it feels like it should be February.
It's almost Christmas.
And it feels like it should be February.
You're skipping over like Thanksgiving, Halloween, our anniversary.
Before you blink, Halloween will be here. Before you blink.
That's so crazy.
It's already August.
It is. My dad's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Dad.
Sure.
What's your plan for our anniversary?
Sleep.
You know what? Fair. I'm in. That sounds good to me too.
I've given you everything I can give you. What more do you want from me?
Well, according to your family, children.
Blood from a turnip? That's what you want?
Blood for paternity.
Whatever.
You didn't give me a doll, baby? There you go. You know, you should get me a puppy. Give me a puppy. Everybody wins. Your family gets a fur baby. And I get a fur baby.
What's on the docket for Dat Happened? Moving.
What if we got a cat?
That happened with
There's
Joe.
hypoallergenic cats.
That happened with Joe.
You said you'd prefer a cat to a dog.
That happened with Joe. Maybe in another year or two, we'll slide
revisit
back.
this.
Revisit this.
Okay. So, do you want to do a face-off?
I'm too angry right now.
You would talk about something silly?
Whatever.
You said whatever? What do you think of this major pain trend that's happening on social media? I showed you one of the videos last night.
Obviously, the military ain't got nothing else to do now. They're on a full
regalia.
What you call that? Rebellion.
I don't know.
Full out rebellion.
I liked it. I like it as a trend. It's really funny.
It's amazing how when I was in, you do stuff like that, you get reprimanded.
We didn't have social media when you were in.
We had social media around 2005, 2006.
You're about Facebook posts?
We could have done all that stuff. We had MySpace. We had all that stuff.
You couldn't put videos like of that quality.
We had Vine. We had all that stuff.
Vine was not 2005.
We had all that stuff. We could have done stuff.
Okay.
But we didn't do it because we'd have got in trouble.
Uh-huh.
The way they wear their hair now and all that stuff they're doing, beards and all that stuff, we'd have got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You needed medical chits for all that stuff.
To keep all that moving, you're saying? Oh.
So, that's another thing that pissed me off. You just doing a whole lot of things that pissed me off today. That's great.
They got a Ja Rule versus 50 Cent.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? Might as well keep the hate going. Two people that hate each other. Might as well keep it going.
Keep it on theme.
Yes.
Okay.
You got Ja Rule versus 50 Cent Part 1. Let's go. To everybody that be living it up, we said,
oh, well, we already know that's the song that went on that.
I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
Girl, it's easy to love me now.
Golly.
I was down.
Put it on, man. I be without you. I only think about you. What you see in this
I take you to the candy shop. I let you out. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop.
stare, those eyes. Love it when you look at me, baby.
If I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. I want you around me all the time. I'll be the best friend.
Dealing with this. You want my loving. Fuck loving. 'Cause I know you get bored.
Should be between me and you.
Baby, all I need is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get it cracking in the club. You got Ja Rule versus 50 Cent Part 1.
That is what you get. That's what you get. Playing around like that.
How the hell Bobby Brown sound like that for all them years? Oh, girl, you know you get bored.
I like that this is when you get loud.
This.
You're monotone and quiet the entire time, except for this, and then you just get real loud for no reason.
God, leave that hurt.
You're so crazy. All right, so just in case you did not know, this was Ja Rule versus 50 Cent. First one up was Ja Rule and Case, Living It Up from 2001. And that, I didn't know that was Case. And then that's versus 50 Cent, In the Club. This was the song he dropped first ever, right?
No, it's not his first single, but it's his biggest single when he first came
This
out.
wasn't his first single with Eminem and Dre?
No.
Okay.
I think Wankster was.
Okay.
But I don't know if Dre did that beat. I'll just say this was the first song Dre probably made the beat for.
Dre did the beat for this one for In the Club.
It's not even close as In the Club.
I'm gonna disagree. It's Ja Rule for me.
Living Up was going to win, but it played In the Club. I'm sorry. I got so many memories of In the Club playing all over the world. Me being all over the world.
I'm a certified 50 Cent hater. It's gonna take a lot for me to side with 50 Cent.
Well, at least you know where you stand.
I do.
That's great.
All right.
At least you're honest.
Then we had, to me, they all sound the same. All his songs sound the same. Anyway, Ja Rule and Ashanti, Always on Time, 2001. And that is versus 50 Cent and Nate Dogg. I didn't know Nate Dogg was in this. 21 questions.
Girl, you even love me now.
Oh, he sang the hook.
You let me down when I was out. Still have love for me.
Is Nate Dogg, is he part of NWA? Or he just did a lot of work with Dre and them?
He was never NWA.
Okay.
He was just somebody who had a great voice and could do hooks.
Okay. And he was used by them a lot.
And Warren G and all them dudes. Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's part of Death Row, I think.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. He was part of Death Row.
Didn't he get his name from Snoop? Like, wasn't he part of that whole doghouse situation?
I don't know. Let's play 21 questions for me.
It's Ashanti and Ja Rule for me. I loved that song.
Well, we already know who's going to win everything for you.
That's
It's gonna
very
be
true.
More for me.
All right, we got Ja Rule, Vita, Lil Mo, Put It On Me. I could have swore this was.
About you.
I thought this was Christina Milian who sang this hook. But anyway.
Nothing about you.
Put It On Me from 2000. Loved it. Versus Candy Shop, 50 Cent and Olivia.
The other one. Ja Rule.
A little more. Really?
I don't like Candy Shop that much.
Me too. I don't like it either. But if they had the one he did with Lil Kim, he might win it for me. You know what song that is?
No.
Something Stick.
Magic Stick?
Yeah. If it was Magic Stick, it would have won it for me. All right. Then we have. He just sounds the same in every single thing. All right. Ja Rule and Ashanti, Mesmerize.
All sound the same
2002.
in everything.
And that's versus 50 Cent and Olivia, Best Friend. It's going to be Mesmerize for me.
Ashanti and Ja Rule for the win.
Okay. Who's Olivia? This poor girl. Okay, then we got Ja Rule and Bobby Brown, Thug Lovin'.
Girl, you know you get bored dealing with this.
50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and G Unit PIMP remix.
PIMP.
What happened to... Oh, wait. Who am I mixing him up with?
I have no idea.
I thought he got into a fight with G Unit. 50 Cent.
Young Buck?
No, I think I'm thinking... There was another rapper, also from California, he ends up getting into a beef with.
Game?
Yes. Was he part of G Unit at some point?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was remembering. But I can remember nobody names. Okay.
I can tell.
Then we have Ja Rule and Christina Milian, My Girl, Between Me and You, 2000. This was all while I was in high school, so that's probably why I also love them. Versus 50 Cent, Just a Little Bit. It's Ja Rule again for me.
I don't care who wins. Ja Rule. I really don't care.
Okay. All right, that was it. We can move on to the shows if you want.
So what are the shows we're going to talk about today?
So this week we watched King's Court season 1, episode 3, Checkmate. We also watched the premiere of Life After Lockup. But because they do their seasons weird, it's technically season 6, episode 11. Read between the lines. And then we also watched Trainwrecked, Storm Area 51.
Girl, you know you getting...
What?
Okay, start with King Sword, I guess.
Okay. So Calvin was right. They apparently do themes for these group days.
Thank you.
Because, well, first we open up at King's Castle,
Boom.
and it's everybody kind of being shook that 2 people eliminated themselves in the last elimination dinner party.
Hope you guys heard my mic drop.
You could have just said mic drop.
Mic drop.
Okay. Lexi and Brickell both decided to eliminate themselves. They don't want to stay any longer. For Brickell, she saw the writing on the wall when it came to Tyson. He wasn't going to take it serious. He wasn't going to choose nobody. And she was like, I'm wasting my time.
You know what? I will give props to Brooke Shield.
Brickell?
Brickell. She's smarter than Julian.
Lexi says she's doing it for the same reasons. But I feel like with Lexi, it's a little more complicated because she wanted to get with Carlos, but I think she wanted Carlos to chase her. And then when he didn't, she got like really frustrated and got real petty with it. And then that backfired. And she was like, I don't, rather than sit here and watch him eliminate me, I'm just going to be out.
I concur with that sentiment.
Okay.
She just left because she couldn't get what she wanted,
Which is fair.
which is fair.
I think that's fair. But the girls that are left are like, these girls are quitters. They're like, they just took themselves out. Like, I'm going to fight this to the end. Girl, what are you talking about? Anyway.
When your time has come, you're going to do the same thing.
It's so crazy. Felicia, who becomes a big part of this episode, decides that Brickell just wasn't serious enough for Tyson. And Tyson needs somebody who's serious. And you know who's serious? Felicia. And she takes that opportunity to like be on Tyson like white on rice at every possibility.
Yes. And he likes it.
He does. She meets him at the poolside to hang. The other girls are like, she's being real desperate and real thirsty. And Tyson's like, yeah, I love it. So
yeah, that's what you all should be. That's why you're here.
I do find it interesting that they use that for anybody who's constantly with one of the guys. Like they use it with Janae, who I don't think is moving in the same way Felicia is. But
she is.
Is she though? I don't know.
She making it look like she's coming from a place of.
I don't know what that look is.
That's the look of me thinking.
I feel like she's like hers is a little more genuine. Like she genuinely had a connection with Carlos.
Make it like she come from a place of being genuine.
I think it is a genuine situation because she's not as.
The difference is she's not as
desperate.
She doesn't make it like she's more as hoish, I guess.
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't feel like she's trying as hard.
Yes,
Felicia's trying very hard.
But when in essence, she kind of did.
I don't know.
She doesn't have to now because Carlos is making an effort to come to her. That's the difference. The difference is she doesn't have to chase. The reason the other girl looks like she's chasing Tyson because she has to.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos has made an effort to come to her. So it looks like that's why everybody's saying there's no need to even go after Carlos. It's done. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. If Carlos was doing what Tyson was doing, they wouldn't say the same thing.
Well, everybody is not saying that. Only the OGs are. Later, we'll find out some of these new girls are like, maybe I got a shot. So.
Because they don't give a damn.
Because they don't know.
They don't mind. No, they don't care. They don't give a damn about the chase. Which leads me to believe, not saying those girls don't get chased.
I'm saying they don't know how close he is to Janae. They just got there. And she wasn't at the mixer. And she wasn't on the group date.
I get that. But at the same time, too, I think these girls are more aggressive. Mm. These girls are more aggressive. Mm-hmm. These girls get chased and they don't mind chasing. I think the first group of girls are solely used to being chased. That's why a lot of them couldn't adapt.
I don't know. The only reason I disagree is because I feel like the OG girls kind of felt an entitlement because they were there first. So like, we have the most time in. We should have a better understanding of where our footing is.
Watch how they carry themselves.
And in Janae's case, that's exactly what's happening.
It's all about how they carry themselves.
I don't know. Janae and Carlos made that connection very early on. She's one of the OGs, and he hasn't moved from that.
I can only show it to you when we're watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way they're moving.
No, I agree. The newer girls, the second round and the third round, they're a lot more, in the words of Thaddeus, aggressive. But they're a lot more assertive in showing these guys that they're interested.
And I think those girls have no problem chasing guys.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the OG girls, I don't think it's that they're used to being chased. I think they're confused because they're feeling like they put more time in.
I think if they, first of all, it's a game show.
It's not.
It kind of is.
Not really. It's not like Love Island where they get money at the end. It's not like that.
You're still fighting for the love of one man.
Mm-hmm.
All of you. It's still a game to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first group of girls, look at the demeanor. Look how they carry themselves. Look how they act. They're not used to chasing men.
I don't know that
They're
that's true.
used to being chased. If you listen to all them talk, men come up to them.
The new girls have said the same thing.
But they also have chased. I think they're more of a mix of chase and be chased.
I think
the first group of girls are more of being chased than chased. That's what I'm saying. Because the second group of new girls that came didn't have a problem chasing the guys.
But none of them really secured anything.
But what I'm saying, they didn't have a problem chasing.
But again, they're the second group.
The third group of girls came in, same thing. They don't have a problem chasing.
But what I'm saying is these girls that are coming in after know they have to work harder because they didn't have as much time with the guys. That's the perspective they're also coming into this place with.
Of women who came second and third who have to chase and put in the time, and they're not doing it. Sahara, whatever her name is, she's not chasing, and she came in like the second or third group. She's not putting effort chasing none of the dudes and doing that stuff.
Yeah, we did see her do that in the second episode. That's how she got her date with Tyson. How she got her solo date with Tyson.
She's not chasing. He picked her.
No, he made them compete.
Yeah, he picked them to go on a date. She won the one-on-one time.
The challenge.
The one-on-one time.
But she did that because she tried harder.
Since then, she's not chasing Tyson.
But to be
she's
fair,
not behind doing all this stuff.
We'll get into it. We're going way off course of these notes. But
what I'm saying is,
you can be right that some of these girls are more forward thinking and like, let me make the move first. But I'm also saying we can't dismiss the fact that they also know they don't have as much time on the clock as the OG girls do. Because they've also said in their interviews, I'm going to have to work a little bit harder. Don't count me out yet, but I'm going to hustle harder.
I get what you're saying, but it's comfortable to them. I don't think
it is comfortable to them.
Well, if that's the case, then they make it look like they're used to it or they're comfortable with doing it.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but everybody's talking mad shit. Like everybody's like, get ready, girls. You about to be bounced out this village. Like they're all doing that.
All of the girls from the second and third group.
But they have to be because they're not the first group.
Sure.
That's why they're like, we're knocking these girls out. We're the best ones. That's what that is.
Okay.
You're hilarious. Anywho.
Because all things can be right.
But so if that's true, then how come I can't be right, Kelvin?
But you're just saying that the new girls
all things can be right except for this part.
No, you're saying the new girls don't know how to chase.
I didn't say they don't know how to chase. You're making it sound like these girls are like, I'm on chase factor 100 at all times, and that's not true.
What I'm saying to you, the girls are on some type of chase factor. The old girls aren't. A lot of them aren't. Majority of them are not used to being. They all say it. They're not used to being in this predicament.
Exactly. All of them say it. The second round, the third round, all of them say it.
Mainly the first group are the main ones that keep reiterating it.
You're going to tell me as a woman, I'm not going to understand how other women are moving? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm not. Sure.
You're saying there's no world where I can see a different perspective than you can?
King's Court.
I'm saying you're right. These girls are being a lot more upfront about what their intentions are with these guys, the second and third round for sure. But I'm saying part of the reason to that is they know they have to beat out the OG girls. And Jaina is an example of how, like, she's been here. Jaina hasn't really been doing a whole lot. She really hasn't. Other than like talking to me here and there, she hasn't been doing a lot. And Carlos is like, this is it. This is my, everybody knows that that's his girl. And I think the other people, the other rounds that have come in are like, well, what if these guys also already have a fave that's an OG? Because Daddy has kept Shawana around for a minute.
I don't think none of those girls like Carlos like that. Because every time he gets a group, they're like, talk to him like, whatever.
I think the last girl that liked him like that was Lexi.
So,
but what I'm saying is,
I get them being happy to be aggressive because they think they have to be. I get that, but I also think they're comfortable and they're kind of used to shooting their shot and chasing, going after man that they want. I'm not saying the first group.
If that's true, then why do all of them say they usually don't have to do that in the real world? All of them are saying that they don't have to be the one.
A lot of them, and they probably don't all the time, but I think some of them at least have attempted to chase a man. I'm just saying the OGs to me seem like they feel like since we've been here, could be what you said. They've been here first. They feel like they don't have to shouldn't have to chase these men. These men should already want them.
The other thing I want to say is a lot of these OGs are realizing that every time a new girl group comes in, the guys don't want to talk to them as much anyway. So some of them are just taking themselves out.
And that's
which we'll get to. We're so far off the notes.
Sure.
So the point is, Janae comments that she notices that Tyson is juggling a lot of people. And she, for herself, tells Carlos, I couldn't do that. I'm not good at dating multiple people like this and juggling all these feelings. Carlos goes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think he really does, but that's what he says to her. And then new ladies come in. This is when the WWE theme comes through. Thaddeus gets to take the stage. He's in the ring. And we get to see his alter ego, Titus O'Neil. And he is throwing these white men around like ragdolls. It's a fun watch. It is fun to watch. Carlos is impressed. He's like, he's just throwing this guy who looks like Thor around. They're having a good time. And then 4 new girls come in. Those 4 new girls are Denitra, Demi, Catherine, and Tari. The girls find out they also have to choose an alter ego name and present to the kings what this new character is going to look like. Denitra comes out as Serenity, aka like a black Sailor Moon. She looks amazing. She's already into cosplay. She knew how to put this outfit together. She inevitably gets chosen by Thaddeus to go on a group date. Demi comes out as the feline Fatale. She gets chosen by Carlos. Catherine comes out as Electra. She gets chosen by Tyson. And Tari came out as Mystique. She was in this all leather outfit with a gimp mask. She almost fell on the mat. Didn't though. Saved herself.
She almost passed out.
Also that. She doesn't get chosen though. She ends up going back to the house. The guys have a mixer with the OG queen. So that's the first 2 rounds of girls that come through. And that's when we start seeing the dynamics of like the first round of girls versus the second round. And now this 3rd round that's coming through. Dr. Shawana is noticeably held back. She was one of the OG girls that was very assertive and making it known that she was into Thaddeus.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked that. He liked that she took the initiative, but he kept saying it was aggressive, and that took her out. She was like, I don't like you using aggressive all the time. And she states that after they had their conversation where he genuinely apologized, it's been weird. It's been off. Like he hasn't really been trying to talk to her. So she's like, I'm going to calm it down. If he's not invested, I don't want to put more energy into it. And, you know, in case that's whatever was there is now fading out. So she decides to step back. Felicia takes it upon herself to go find Tyson again and stay up on him. She's trying to secure this group date. She does. She secures that date. Apparently, Carlos had hit up Thaddeus and told him to look into one of the second round girls, this girl named Brianna. He was like, I think you should check her out as well. You guys might hit it off. So he takes Carlos's advice, talks to Brianna, asks her to come on this group date. And he says he likes it. He really liked the connection he had with her. He's interested in letting that grow. Liliana secures a spot with Tyson as well for this group date. She is one of the OG girls again, who made it very well known to Tyson that she was interested. He took her on the plane flight
Skydiving.
Yeah, that one. And then the second round, she went with Thaddeus on his date. But she secures another date with Tyson for this third date.
So pretty much it ended her up on the chopping block the first time.
Second.
The second chopping block that they had. So
do you know what ended up why she ended up there? They touch on it when she gets to we'll get to that. So but Liliana's gonna want this date with him and Felicia and Catherine. Those are his three. Thaddeus has taken Ariel, which is one of the second round girls, Brianna, and the new girl, Denitra. And then Carlos is taking Dr. Shawana because she has a conversation with him about how she's a little confused about where Thaddeus's head is. So he takes her on the date along with some other people. It doesn't matter. He's not really looking at them seriously. So they go on the group dates. The new women come to the king's castle to settle in. And there's a whole part in there where Thaddeus yells at the other women for not receiving them well. He's like, hello, ladies, wake up. There's people in the house. Sir? What? Huh?
That shit was crazy.
It was I'm not a child. Anyway.
I'm like, who are you talking to?
Then they go on their dates. Janae couldn't go to the wrestling mixer thing because she was feeling under the weather.
Her, Cat, and somebody else didn't go.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter because we didn't miss him. So, but Carlos talks to her and she's like, is it weird that I'm not going to be with you on these dates? And he's like, yeah, it's going to be real weird. I'm going to miss you. And that's when Calvin was like, yeah, I don't think Carlos is really going on dates with these girls. He's just going. And I agree. So.
Yeah, he's being nice. He's just taking the leftovers that no one wants to talk to.
That's messed up.
And he's pretty much like, I'll take you out on a date. Why not? Why waste time?
Or is it like we have to do these dates anyway? So whatever.
Once again, why waste time?
Is it wasting time? So
yes,
anyway.
It is. You're wasting their time. They could be focused on somebody else and you're wasting your time.
Interesting.
It's a waste of time.
So Thaddeus takes the girls to play football bowling. It was weird. Then Tyson takes his girls to a break dance class because Tyson says that's how he got to start the business.
Him and Vin Diesel.
Apparently. Break dancing back in the day. Well, Source was his first magazine editorial. That was his first intro into the modeling industry. And it took off. But the break dancing story, I was like, what? Okay. Anyway.
What? Isn't he from New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that wasn't too far-fetched for me.
Mm-hmm.
The Vin Diesel thing threw me off. That's what threw me off, the Vin Diesel thing. I'm saying you and Vin Diesel were breakdancing and battling each other. That's crazy. But growing up in New York at a time when hip-hop just really started, when breakdancing first started, that's what everybody was doing. Everybody was doing it. Everybody had a, what you call it, a
piece of cardboard?
Piece of cardboard and trying to break their necks, spinning on them. So.
It was really random.
But it was random.
And then Tyson's like, you guys want to take this class? Girl with the best dance routine at the end will win a solo date with me. What? He's the only one that makes the girls compete a second time for a solo date. Anyway.
Sounds like he liked to see women compete for his love.
It's so weird. Anyway, so then.
It's not weird.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I can think it's weird and you can think it's not.
Knowing from what we now know, we kind of see from Tyson what he is. Him making women do things to show that they like him and love or their affection doesn't so shock me anymore.
Okay, you can speak for yourself. I still think it's weird. So.
Weird as in shocking to you or just weird?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because sometimes people say something's weird, but it's just more shocking to them than weird. What's weird about it?
It's off-putting. That he's the only one that does that. It's off-putting.
It makes it seem like this is coming from a place of anger.
It's anger now because you told me all things can be correct. And then I said, oh, except for what I say. And you said no. And now we're doing it again. So no, that's where this anger is coming from.
I'm trying to figure out weird. Weird.
Weird can mean strange. off-putting, out of the norm. It can mean all those things.
But you don't see that as I guess because to me, his personality, that's typical for that somebody with his personality.
I think it's problematic to normalize weird behavior. So I will always say it's strange. I'm not going to say, no, that's normal. It's not.
Okay.
Anywho. And Carlos takes his girls on a golf date. It doesn't matter, though. He doesn't really like any of them. So after the dates, somehow Tyson is the first one to get home. And I'm not sure why. But he is. But he misses out on the fight that Tari and Sarah were going through. And I'm still not sure what this fight was about. Sarah's just talking about how Tyson's moving weird. He's constantly going after the new girls. He's telling everybody that he wants to lock in with them. But he's not doing it with any of them. He just keeps juggling all the girls. And Tari hits back that maybe Sarah needs to mind her own business, basically, instead of looking at everybody else's business. And Sarah's like, what are you talking about? Where's this coming from? And Tari's like, just something for you to think about. It was the weirdest fight.
It wasn't weird. It sounded to me like somebody wanted their 15 minutes of fame. And then get their point across, let bitches know that they're there. So that's how I took it as. You're right. What she was arguing made no sense whatsoever. But I took it as somebody.
I can't say it's weird.
It's weird. I guess it's weird, but I just thought it was somebody taking their 15 minutes of fame.
Okay. So after that very bizarre fight, Tyson's like, well, ladies, I'm the only guy at the house. It's the first time. And people are like, okay. And he's like, let's do a cold plunge competition. For what? And he gets a tub and he fills it with ice. And he does an ice plunge. And then he's like, all right, ladies, next one's going to come in there and sit between my legs. Why? Gross.
Why not?
That's what?
What he does.
Gross. Kat does it. She gets in there and she sits between his legs and she's like, woo, it's cold. And then he's like, all right, one more person. Who else wants to come in here? Tari, get in here. Tari gets in there and orgasms in the bathtub. Fully. Full orgasm. Very loud. Very screaming. People are like, what's happening? It's not that serious. Relax.
If you're not used to a cold plunge.
Calvin, she was moaning. She was making it sexual on purpose.
Okay.
You didn't catch that? You thought she was genuinely just making these noises?
I knew she was overdoing it. Maybe she once again, I think her and Tyson have the same personality.
Okay.
Two people who like to overdo it.
As all of the orgasming is happening, Thaddeus makes it back to the house. And he's watching the whole thing and looking at Tyson. And in the aside, like the confessional, we see Thaddeus talk about how, like, Tyson's doing the most right now. Like, he's doing the absolute most. And if he's not taking this seriously. And if he keeps playing around with these girls, he's going to have no one at the end of this.
I think Thaddeus and him going to come to some talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can already see Tyson, Thaddeus, it's not like the way he's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing too much. And it's already getting at Thaddeus. So I can see him and Thaddeus probably having a discussion eventually.
At some point?
Yes.
Interested. So, then we have the elimination dinner that happens next. It is Catherine, Liliana, and Dr. Shawana that's up for elimination. Catherine's like, I'm the new girl. You know, she had a brief moment with Tyson. She won the solo date with Tyson after the breakdance date, where she got to know him a little bit better. But Tyson made it known that he wanted more kids. Tyson's 53. He's got a son that's 25. But he's like, yeah, I want to have more kids. I don't want to close the door on that. And Catherine, who's 50, is like, I don't want more kids. So, is that a deal breaker for you? And he's like, well, I'm very fertile. That's not an answer. But all right. So, she's at the elimination party. And she's like, yeah, I kind of figured I would be. Because she basically had put most of her interest into Tyson, who that's not going to bear any fruit whatsoever.
Like I said, she's 50. Once they found out she's 50.
Well, Thaddeus was interested in her, though.
Oh, because she didn't want kids. Because she didn't want kids. He doesn't know why she doesn't want kids. He's not putting together that she's too old to have kids.
No, he talks with Tyson. He knows how old she is.
I don't think they know how old.
Yeah, they do. They get to see their ages. That's why we see their ages.
Okay.
I like that you want to write off all these older women, but
no one wants the older woman.
So what happens if Thaddeus saves her?
Okay. I don't think she's gonna go nowhere. I think she'd be back in elimination just like Juliana.
I'm confused about.
Now, to me, she's the baddest one there.
I don't know.
She's the baddest one to me there.
To me, right now, it feels way too crowded. It feels so crowded right now.
That's the whole point.
But doing these little group dates, how does that help them explore and get to know these people more?
Siobhan, that's the whole point. They're not really supposed to.
I'm confused.
That's the whole point of the show. They're not really supposed
to. But they are supposed to. It's repeated at the end of every episode by the Pete's. That at the end of this, they're supposed to choose somebody they have a meaningful connection with
if you notice,
for a long-term relationship.
They do that for every show like that. They reiterate that stuff.
Love Island does not do that at all.
Because Love Island don't give a damn.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not every show that does it.
That's why I have a hate thing with Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the fact that he's not taking it seriously, I'm like, that's messed up. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't care because they don't expect you to get nothing out of this anyway. It's just a show. If you do find somebody, yay, we probably could spin this off for another season and say, look, see, we got somebody together. But for the most part, do I expect them to find somebody? No.
So King's Court is a spinoff of Queen's Court. Queen's Court has had 2 seasons. And they've taken it, well, it was women, though. It was women at the forefront of it. But they took it very seriously. They were looking for long-term partners. Some of them stayed with those partners. Like Tamar, she engaged to the person she met on that show.
The difference is, a bunch of women who've been married numerous times. Mm-hmm. Celebrities who now are just they really want to settle down because they're old.
But that's also the premise for King's Court, is that these are people who want to settle down.
Men are different.
And I know you're like shaking your head about it, but I feel like Carlos and Thaddeus are taking it seriously.
I'm not saying Carlos and Thaddeus aren't taking it seriously. What I'm saying is, I think
if Tyson was acting like this on a show like Love Island or Temptation Island or Perfect Match or something like that, where you're supposed to be that flippant, it would make sense. But he's on a show where you're supposed to be pretty serious. They don't win money at the end of this. You win the relationship. So, confused. So, that brings us to this dinner where everybody's confused. Catherine actually goes and talks with Thaddeus, and turns out they have like a lot of things in common, and he feels a good connection with her. And then Tyson and Liliana don't really have a talk. Liliana tries. She tries to figure out why she's still there. She's like, why am I here at this dinner? And Tyson goes, well, you were at the dinner before, and we brought you back up again. And then he just fades out. He stops talking. He goes, let's not talk about this. And she goes, what do you mean?
That's my only issue with her. But then again, she doesn't know him, so I can't get mad at her. I can't.
Issue with her, he's the one. He said up front all these things.
But if you go listen to his little sidebar when they were having this little talk, he literally says, I am used to ghosting women.
He doesn't say I'm used to ghosting women. They asked him if he ever ghosted. He said I might have done it a time or two.
That's what he does.
But he does say he's not good with having serious conversations. He doesn't like having serious conversations.
He ghosts women. What he do when he's done with women, he just don't talk to them. Mm-hmm. That's what he does. Mm-hmm. That's why he say. That's why I got a white shirt on. All white on. I should be ghost because I ghost. He says that. Mm-hmm. So the difference is here. He can't ghost her because she's face to face with him.
I don't know why your problem is with Liliana though and not Tyson.
Well, in my head, I'm like, she should know that, but she doesn't know him, so she shouldn't know. So in my mind, she should, once you ask a question, he can't give you an answer, just walk off and leave. Which she eventually does.
If I put my feet in her shoes, I too am upset. I've scored a group date every time there was one. Every time there was a group date, I scored one. You told me how interested you were in me leading up to you meeting the second round. And then when the second round came and I was up for elimination, you told me again how interested you were. You even secured me for another group date with you. And now I'm back at elimination?
Well, she knows how Lexi feels. Same thing.
Is it the same thing? I feel like it's not.
Lexi got put up elimination the first time. The same guy that put her up for the first time came back and told her, hey, I'm really trying to get to know you, whatever, with you, boo. I'm feeling you. I want you to come back. She comes back, and that guy still doesn't talk to her.
Okay, but then Lexi went and got petty and started talking bad about him around everybody. Liliana never did any of that.
What you expect the woman to do at that point?
But Liliana never did any of that.
Maybe she need to, because they ain't helping her either way.
What I'm saying is Lexi and Liliana are not the same.
What I'm saying to you, the similar thing happened to them where they got put on the chopping block, and then the guy they were talking to pretty much told them to come back.
See, so Liliana doesn't know how she got on the chopping block. Technically, the guys are supposed to vote these girls.
She knows. She.
But Tyson can't vote. You know what I mean? Like by himself. Everybody has to vote to put those girls there.
She know he's saying yay.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why she's frustrated, because she's like, where is this coming from? And he refuses to talk. He's like, let's talk about something else. Let's do something else. And she's like, what?
Technically, sure. I don't think Carlos talked neither. Carlos talked to Ann after he put her on a chomp block for the second time, and like, well, you know, you talk bad about me.
Who's
so
Ann?
we're done. So, I just think Liliana over. She should have done with who?
Brickell?
Yeah. Didn't Brickell go to talk to somebody else for a second?
No.
Wasn't somebody feeling somebody and went to talk to somebody else?
Lexi was like, oh, Thaddeus maybe. And they were like, all right, go talk to Thaddeus. And then she just complained about Carlos. Brickell has been Tyson only.
I don't. Seems like these women, it'll behoove these women not to fall for one guy and keep their options open.
I don't know how well that works.
But then again, you can't really do that because then you're seen as a flirt. So it's a no-win situation for them. I don't know what to tell her. I honestly don't know what to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand why Tyson don't know what to tell her neither, because he's like, it is what it is.
I guess my question becomes, how many people are leaving this time? Are they getting rid of 3 girls?
No.
Are they only getting rid of 2? Are they getting rid of 1?
I think Lillian's going to vote herself off.
Okay.
I think she's going to, all that shit she talked about, Lexi and Brookwell, Brooktell, whatever that girl name is.
Brickell.
She's going to do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, you still have some type of pride.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I don't begrudge none of those ladies for just leaving. Actually, I commend them for just leaving. Because you're not going to embarrass me and maybe take some of my pride and self-esteem with you on the way out. I'm just going to go. Because that's the best thing for me. And I know how I am. And you're not going to embarrass me on national TV in front of all these people and make me look like I'm the crazy one. That's what it really is. You're not going to make me look like I'm the crazy one for being here or saying what I said or feeling how I feel after you done told me all this stuff and brought me back. And then after all you done played in my face for like 20, 30 minutes, all this time you done played in my face. And now I'm asking you, do you want me here or do you not? And you're just looking at me like, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. Nah, do you want me here or not?
Right.
So if Lillian leaves, I don't feel. I'm not gonna say, oh, she should have stayed and got eliminated. Like she said, the other girls should have done. Now she's in other girls' shoes. So
if I'm Liliana, and I want to be petty, because now I know it's very clear that Tyson has difficulty talking about what he deems to be serious stuff. I'm staying. I'm making him look me in the face and be like, no. Me. That's me personally.
Why?
It's pettier.
Sometimes.
Because it's a no either way.
Sometimes it's just easy to cut bait and go.
Sure, but sometimes you don't want to take the easy way out.
For your mental. Sometimes for your mental.
It would help my mental greatly if I forced that person to be uncomfortable. Because I'm leaving either way.
Why?
Just makes me feel better. Vindication.
You don't feel like that takes a little bit of you?
Nope. I feel like I gained something.
Oh.
I took a little bit of them. Success.
I doubt it. Okay. Me on the other hand, I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm out.
You never looked into the eyes of somebody who has to do something they don't want to do, and you weren't on good terms with this person? It's great. Vindication.
No.
Feels good. Feels good for the soul.
I've never been that vindictive.
Is it really vindictive?
I believe it.
He made a choice.
And
it's just putting him in a position where he has to go through with that choice.
Oh, making him
follow through with the decision he made.
But, well, let's just get through this and we can talk about it at the end when we get through everything.
This is the end. That's it.
Oh, well, at some point, someone calls him out. Eat too.
Who?
Tyson. Somebody calls Tyson out.
I know who you're talking about. Who calls him out, Colin?
I don't know. They never show who calls him out.
Then how do we know he gets called out?
Because somebody says, you're not taking this seriously. And he goes.
Like a guy does?
I don't know if it's a guy. It could be Liliana. Somebody calls him out at the table when the Pete's are there and they're talking. So it could be Thaddeus. It could be one of the women. I don't know.
Okay.
It feels like somebody calls him out that he's not taking this process seriously.
So in the previews for next week, we see that he's got a schedule pinned up on the door. Did you see that schedule?
I saw a schedule.
It says like 8 a.m. a girl's name, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. a girl's name, 12 p.m. a girl's name. Like he shows like who he's talking to at what time, and he's bragging that he's got the most in the villa or the most in the house. And then we cut to the clip of him being at the table and they're being like, he's not taking it seriously.
I thought that was a chore list. Chore list. That's what I thought that was.
Kinda it is.
I thought that was a chore that somebody put up ladies to do chores around the house or something crazy.
It's kind of Tyson's chore list to talk to these girls.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
The only thing I don't get though, this kind of acting kind of to me screams like insecurity. Like I got to showboat this and keep people aware that I have this or whatever. He's Tyson Beckford. He doesn't need to do all this. He really doesn't. So I don't understand where this is coming from.
I think that's what he's been doing his whole life.
Okay.
I don't think this is new.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's new. I just want to know why. Like, what does he gain by this? Because technically, these are all strangers. These aren't people he came up with at all. So why keep showboating like this?
It's that macho thing.
But Carlos and Thaddeus don't do stuff like this.
Just because they don't do it don't mean anything.
Okay.
What that got to do with Tyson does.
What I'm saying
everybody moves differently.
If it's macho-ness, then how come the other guys aren't also falling into this macho-ness?
Because they're not built like that way. They're not built.
Which brings me back to my point of why does Tyson feel like he needs to do this?
They've never been probably the most attractive man on the planet at no time in their lives.
But that's what I'm saying.
They weren't the ones on every woman's wall.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, do you think he's doing that for his own validation to be like, yeah, I'm still that guy. I'm still the person that.
Think about the ego that you have to have.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, because usually it's tied to insecurity. If your ego is that inflated, it's usually tied to an insecurity. where is that coming from?
It doesn't have to be insecurity. It could be like, I'm used to having, I'm the sexiest man alive at one point. Now, not that much people talk about me. Women don't talk about him.
No, he gets talked about a lot. This man is busy. He's busy.
Well, then, he wants to show his dominance on here. That's the only thing I can think of. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that would make sense to me.
So,
that's the only thing that can make sense to me.
You saying it like that does make sense to me. Because he's got the other guys in the house. That does make sense to me then. It is him showing dominance over the other guys.
That's the only other reason it could be.
Yeah.
If you're saying he's still relevant and still women still talk to
him. For
him,
women, he is. But I think those lists are for the guys. I don't think it's for the girls. I think it's for the guys to see that he's still
for guys,
the most wanted.
We don't give two craps.
I agree with you. I don't, because clearly Thaddeus and Carlos were like, whatever. But I think that's why he tries so hard. That for me, that what you said clicked things into perspective.
So I guess I don't know, but I think it's just a ego thing. I've been the sexiest man alive since what, the 80s?
Close to the 80s, early 90s. Yep.
I'm like the pinnacle of black men models.
People still compare themselves to me.
I'm still that guy.
Yeah. I'm
the Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Of black models.
I'm more than a Michael Jordan. I'm the Tyson Beckford of models.
Exactly. I am Michael Jordan. Right. I am Tyson Beckford of black models. Come on. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's more of an ego thing. Mm-hmm. Like these motherfucker, I am Tyson Beckford. Just don't forget that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
if he was like, quick, name 3 black male models you know.
Tyson Beckford, Tyson Beckford,
and Tyson Beckford,
and Tyson Bedford. Motherfucker, did you just name me and fuck up my last name twice? Yeah.
Sorry, Lordship.
Yeah. So, where the fuck did he get that last name
from? His family is Jamaican.
Oh.
Beckford, English,
British. Yeah.
That's also where his Chinese heritage is from, Jamaica.
Yeah, so it's just that he's the pinnacle.
He's the pinnacle.
His sport, not sport,
his industry.
He's the pinnacle.
Yeah. But it does make me wonder, like, well, no, you answered it. It's for the guys. It's to show the guys that he's still that guy. Because I think it's exactly what you said. Like, amongst men, they're like, whatever. Tyson Beckford. I know the name, but whatever. But with women, they're like, oh my gosh, it's Tyson Beckford. So I wonder if it's him being like, I'm just as not valuable, but as elite as you guys. Because I'm sure other men, especially in the entertainment industry, they don't take male modeling like super seriously.
No, they don't.
Right.
No one cares.
So I wonder if that is what this is. That's what all this behavior is.
But yeah, at the end of the day, that's all it is. He's just, no one takes modeling serious. Because honestly, like you said, I can't name another male model.
Right.
At all.
Right.
If I was on Family Feud, the only black male model name will come out of my mouth is Tyson Beckford.
Yep.
Once that was off the board, I'd be like, I don't know.
You tell me, I don't know.
Nicholas Campbell.
I'm going with actors. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe.
She don't have a brother as a model, does she? Could it be? I don't know. Oh, okay.
Who's the guy that's in
Tyler Banks.
He's in all the movies with Gabby, Gabrielle Union.
I don't know who the hell.
He's super chocolatey. Morris Chestnut. That's probably who I would have shouted out after Tyson Beckford.
I wouldn't even call him because I'm like, he's not a model. He's an actor.
That's who I would have said. Morris Chestnut.
Michael Ealy?
That's exactly what I would have gone down the list of actors. Because I don't know. So, I could not tell you.
Say it!
But I also wonder if that's attributed to his legacy, the fact that he started in Source. That he started in like hip hop, like he said, in hip hop culture. Which is why he's more mainstreamly known.
No, I think at the time when he became a model, he was the only black dude in a space that was predominantly white.
He wasn't the only black dude, though.
Name me another one.
What I'm saying is, like, household name is him.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm wondering if he's household name because of his roots with Source. Like, he never shied away from also still doing cameos with hip hop.
I think it's I think it's both. Being in videos, being in hip hop videos, being R&B videos, and then doing
his modeling,
the modeling stuff internationally and all that stuff.
Yeah, it helped to make him a known name for sure.
But we spend way too much time on Tyson.
I love him so.
Sure you do.
But that was the end. I do. Even he shares your exact birthday, and whether you want to admit it or not, that silliness, you guys both have that, and it's also attributed to your sign. That silliness.
He ain't me.
He's not, but he's also just as silly as you. So.
Okay, that was King's Court.
What was the name of the episode? Checkmate.
Sure. Now, my show's back.
About to get real loud.
Life after Lockup. Girl, you know you getting bored dealing with this. The episode is season 6, episode 11. That makes no sense whatsoever.
That's how they do this. It's really weird.
Read between the lines.
Yes.
Start with Brooke and JK. JK out there selling blood for money.
The plasmas.
For money.
And apparently, you only get the premium price for your plasma the first few times. After that, they knock it down.
They looked at him like, your blood ain't that good.
Well,
rich.
they gave him a whole $100.
Your blood ain't that good or rich. You got tattoos, all that ink. We give
you in jail for how long?
Yeah, we give you $100 for your tainted blood.
Let me test this real quick.
After that, $80 max. You better be lucky we doing 80, because ain't nobody else around this little poor.
What else you gonna do, JK?
This low.
You got to come through me. So
ain't nobody else around this rinky-dink town that can give good blood. So 80, that's our final offer. So they're still together. I thought they broke up.
This was filmed directly after Love After Lockup.
But they broke up at the end of Love during Lockup.
No, they didn't.
They weren't in good terms. Because didn't she go chase that girl house?
Mm-mm.
Oh, she didn't make it to the house?
Mm-mm.
So we left them, I guess, figuring where their relationship were going to go.
In Love After Lockup, he had just gone to visit his ex Alex, and he was real broken up about Alex. Like he really had feelings for that girl, but he had told Brooke he wasn't going to do that, and then he lied to Brooke and said he was going to a CDL class.
Turned out that wasn't true. So
because she can track his phone.
Brooke had tracking devices on the phone, left her job and to chase him.
Middle of work.
In the middle of work. So this is Life After Lockup. They're still together.
And they're working on a baby.
They're working on a baby. Why? Who knows?
His mom is not on board. She's like, please don't. Please stop. Let's wrap it up. Use the condoms.
Eventually, JK leaves and he goes to look at a truck.
No, Brooke leaves because she says she's going to work.
She's going to work.
That's when she has a whole conversation with Bonnie.
She goes to see Bonnie at work. JK
at her Bonnie's work, not her
job.
work.
She goes to Bonnie's job and to see Bonnie. Then JK goes with his cousin to buy a truck. Oh, look at a truck.
Look, yeah, they don't have the money.
So he goes to look at a truck and it's like $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, unless this is a new 23, 24 truck.
We Googled it. It's from like 2011.
Why are you paying
2016 max.
Why are you paying $2,500 for this truck?
Insane.
That's insane. He tells him I don't have cash in hand. I need to do this, that, and whatever that we'll do. That's when we find out he's selling plasma for the monies. We cut to Brooke. She makes it to
Bonnie's restaurant.
And she's talking to Bonnie
about paying Bonnie's half of the bills. She's like, Bonnie, I can't keep paying all of the rent. I need you to pay your side. And Bonnie's like, well, it's been difficult for me. I've been picking up shifts and jobs here and there. But yeah, I'll work on it. I'll work on making sure I can cover my half.
And that's when she drops the bomb to Bonnie, like, can you keep a secret? Girl code?
No.
What?
Girl's girl. Be a girl's girl.
And keep this secret from your best friend, JK.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job. The dad walked out to
chase after him because he went to Alex's house.
So neither of us have a job. So I'm going to need you to pay out. When I first saw this, I'm like, bitch. And then you see Bonnie go off when
she immediately texts JK after.
When Brooke leaves, Bonnie instantly goes to the side and texts JK and tell him he needs to come talk to her ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
At first, when I saw that, I'm like, you sneaky bitch.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? You not even 5 minutes? You can't even wait 5 minutes, bitch. But then, after them talking, and she's saying, "Bitch, I've been paying your fair share and my share and everybody else's share.
You're living in my house,
Lily, for free,
and I'm basically paying for everything."
I'm like, bitch, the least you can do is keep a secret. Is that too much?
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying your share. You're staying at somebody else's house for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you might kind of want that man at the same time. Who knows?
I don't think she does.
I don't think she does, but it still could happen.
Nah.
You say nah if you want to. Anything can happen.
Bonnie's giving me I like girls vibes.
Okay. Well, she giving me I'm down for whatever vibes. Whatever can get me over.
She is his ex. She is JK's ex.
See what I'm saying?
But I know a lot of lesbians who mess with a dude first.
I'm just saying. So, I'm doing all this for you, and you can't even keep one goddamn secret from me. That's all I want you to do is keep a secret.
Mm-hmm.
That is some dirty shit.
Well, we don't know who she texted.
You know she texted JK. You know, sitting act stupid like we didn't know she.
What if she texted?
JK?
What if she texted Courtney's mom?
She texted JK. I'm not gonna play these games.
What if she texted Alex?
Now there's a
twist.
A twist I didn't consider, but we know it's JK. That only makes sense for this.
I kind of want it to be Alex.
Dirty show.
For it to be something that Alex like throws JK's way, for him to have a bigger fight with Courtney.
Wow. That'd be even more entertaining for the show.
It would be great.
So who
Not
knows?
great for their lives,
you know
but great for me.
I take that back. Who knows? Who she texted? I'm intrigued now. Courtney and Will.
Mm-hmm.
So we start they're seeing off with no one knows where the hell Courtney is.
Yeah, Will had been tracking her on his phone tracker. He's like, it's all over the place. It never goes back to the halfway house. It was in the lake at one point, and he's worried.
And he's talking to her, Courtney's mom, and like, once I find information, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
He calls his boy, and I guess there's nothing to do in Sacramento but to go hang out at 12 at a bar in the middle of the day.
Or maybe that's where they got the waivers to film.
So they go there, they're talking, they're playing skeet ball, and all of a sudden his phone rings.
Said skeet ball?
Yeah.
Ski?
Skeet, yeah.
No T.
Skeet?
Nope.
Ski.
Ski.
Ski?
It's not skeet ball. Skeet ball sounds like something dirty.
They're playing skeet ball.
No. Okay, anyway.
Ski ball, whatever. Anywho, he gets a call. He get a phone call. He goes outside, and it's Courtney calling him. Apparently, she had like a
slip.
They did I guess what you call it thing when somebody they come to your house to check.
No, she was at the halfway house. They went to her room.
Oh, so she at the halfway house. They did a room of comfort inspection or whatever they call it.
If they did it before she was back in the room. Because when they get back to the room, they ask her if she's hiding anything.
So they actually hide anything. She's like, no. And they find GHB.
GHB.
And some scissor.
You know, that's like a horse tranquilizer.
Oh, she looks like a horse.
You said accurate.
I'm sorry.
Appropriate.
She looks like a colt or a pony.
You know the difference between a colt and a horse? I'm impressed. Impressed.
I don't know whether to say thank you or take that.
Most people think a horse is a horse is a horse. I only very recently learned a difference between a gelding and a mare. Very recently.
Okay. Yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, Courtney, she's pretty much back in jail now, and she's calling Will to put some money on her books and to be there for her when she gets out. Will's like, no. Why didn't you? I put enough money into you. Why didn't you stay clean, stay out, or whatever?
We made promises to each other.
We made promises, and you not holding up to your end of the promise. And screw you, bitch. I'm out.
No, not the screw you part or the I'm out part. Do better. Do better, bitch. Hang up. But he basically is like, eat prison food until you got to get out. We know he's going to be there. For whatever reason, he's addicted to Courtney.
Tom Green will be there.
Even though she laughs in his face and calls him a brokey at every possible chance she gets.
Hilarious.
Which is crazy because he has dropped $10,000 on
her. Keith and Letitia.
Yeah, Letitia.
We get Letitia at the hotel getting ready to go pick up Keith from the bus station.
Is it the bus station?
Yes, the bus.
She wasn't going to the prison?
No, she was going to like a station or something to pick him up.
Oh. Because he was in federal, right?
I guess. Yeah. We get to the street.
She's flashing this driver. She's just wearing negligee and a trench coat.
Yeah. And she's talking, and then we get her backstory about how pretty much she's in legal trouble.
Which we know. If you've been following Sarcasm or any gossip site, her little tax business was under a lot of fire because she wasn't paying the funds for the leasing of the building that she had been in. She was being sued by her clients. So, like, it wasn't a good time. She's like, yeah, I might have a little bit of legal trouble, but Keith is getting out today. And that's what we're focusing on. And she's giving this limo driver a show.
So, they get pretty much to the bus station, pick him up.
And her plan is for them to drive all the way back to wherever he's got to check in at.
To the halfway house. But he's like, I'm not pulling up to the halfway house in a limo.
Right.
Because I don't want to go back to jail for some bullshit they think I got or think I'm doing.
Right.
So we're going to take the bus there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, so we take the limo to the bus station. He's like, yes. So he changes, comes out, gets in the limo. She flashes him. The limo driver goes, oh my God.
And Keith goes, let's eat. I said, wow. We eat in box immediately? Okay. I guess.
Why should he wait? Why should he wait?
I just find it very interesting because my romantic history, people were very reluctant to do stuff like that. So when guys are like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Interesting.
You don't have to tell everything.
You asked me.
Okay.
You asked me.
Okay. I don't think I did, but sure.
You did.
I don't think I did, but sure.
You weren't surprised that in this very public limo with a limo driver right there, he was like, let's get eating. I was like, oh.
No, because first of all, he hasn't seen twat in I don't know how long.
Why is it twat?
And I don't know how long, because she's old, so it's twat. It's twat when you old, okay?
She's a year younger than us. So that's the words we got used.
It's twat.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Number one, then again, who knows what he was doing in that jail?
This is why I'm telling nobody I'm on this podcast.
Who knows what he was doing? What? This is why you're not telling people why.
Your use of twat.
Whatever. They have twats too.
Oh my God.
They're old as hell too. They got
oh my
twats.
God.
If you in your 40s and above, it's no longer vagina. Sad to tell you. You're just an old twat.
Come and stop. God.
That's what it is.
Oh my goodness.
Moving on from that to back to Letitia and Keith. That was a public service announcement.
So you really think they're getting it in this limo?
Yes.
Oh my God.
There's skeet everywhere in that limo. That dude is going to open that door and go, oh my God, you bitches are cleaning this before you get out.
Oh, God.
Y'all are cleaning this limo. I'm charging you quadruple for this.
Oh, gosh.
There's stuff still falling off. This is disgusting.
How'd you get it in the cushion?
And it smells like fishes and
it's bologna.
boiled bologna and sausages in here. Vienna sausage or the pickle sausage. So like pickle sausages in here, and that's pretty much where their episode ends with them in the limo getting it on. I'll save the Modric and Crazy Legs for later.
Crazy Legs.
Yeah, for later. Let's go to Justin and Michael. Justine?
Oh
yeah, Justine.
Justin.
And it says Justine. I looked at her face. I got disgusted. I'm like, Justin and Michael. So Michael has a haircut now.
Mm-hmm.
They're having, I guess it's Thanksgiving?
Or they're just making a turkey. Either way. It might be Thanksgiving, or he's literally just making a turkey.
He invites his barber over because I guess they're new friends. And they're starting to do like a business proposition with each other.
Well, so Michael's new side hustle is he wants to own one of those. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but it's basically like a hair studio where you make the barbers and the hairstylists rent the booth.
Yeah.
So they can bring their customers in.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
Okay. He also has like a car
rental business
that they're doing.
How is my question? How is he doing this? I give it to him. He a hustler.
Well,
he is a hustler.
I'm pretty sure he got money left over from the drug thing that he had.
Well, they also they are getting paid for the show too.
Paid for the show and his music career, and he was a shoe designer at some time too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Justine might have some flows that might have made some money too. Who knows?
She was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. She was actually decent.
So, but Justine wants to have another wedding, and she wants to spend about $60,000.
Well, so she's not the only one who wants another wedding. Michael said he brought it up because he wanted to give her a fancier one since it was a prison wedding, but he didn't think she was going to take it as far as she is. And I'm like, have you not met your wife?
Exactly. I don't know why he didn't think that was going to happen.
And it was his idea to make it a Guyanese wedding. So she's like, yeah, let's go full Guyana.
So
let's get an elephant.
Pulls his homeboy in the back room and is like, yo, we're going to have to figure this out. How we do it?
Well, he's talking to him about the barber stuff. And then he's like, yeah, Justine wants us to use the little nest egg that we've saved on this wedding. She wants to go crazy with it. But I want us to use this money on this barbershop endeavor. And to me, it's been a theme of Michael telling Justine he wants to do his idea. He doesn't want to do her idea, but then her ultimately winning out. So I don't know what he thinks he's going to do.
And that's Justine and Michael starting off.
Pretty much. Oh, and his daughter got into a fight and won it.
What fight?
His eldest girl. Remember they were telling Justine's eldest that she got into a fight at school. She was like, yeah, it wasn't the highlight of, it wasn't a highlight for me, but it was a situation where I just didn't see any other way out. And I won it, so. She got in a fight at school. Somebody was trying to come for her.
I'm trying to do what?
Somebody was trying to come for her.
Oh, okay. Sure. Daniel and Bianca. We meet them, and they're talking. And
they're in a new place.
Bianca is now testing sobriety now, trying to do sobriety. She's not drinking, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And her and Daniel decided to go do some...
It was like
sobriety exercise.
Like with weights, like sobriety with weights or something like that.
It's like sobriety with working out.
Yeah, it's like a exercise routine situation.
So while they work out, she's like, it's kind of hard, but she wants to commit to it, whatever. I guess she goes to the car or goes to the bathroom or something.
No, she left to go visit her friend, remember?
She leaves. Michael stays there and talks to the instructor, and that's when he lets her know that he had a slip.
I think that instructor is also his sponsor.
And she's like, it's okay, give me a hug. He's like, yeah, I had one slip up. It's only been one, but I'm trying very hard.
She's like, what kind of slip up? And he explains that he had a couple shots after like a bad fight with Bianca.
He said, I had to go drink. She makes me drink. And she's like, it's okay, as long as you don't make it a habit. And I guess.
Well, I think she was trying to be like, we're all humans and we're all going to make a mistake. You're trying to take accountability for what happened, and all you really can do at this point is try to move forward in your sobriety. That's really all you can do.
And that's
he gets real teary about it though, because he was sober for 5 years.
That's Daniel and Bianca for right now.
What else happened with Bianca, Calvin? You don't remember?
No.
Let me take that over. So Bianca is actually going wedding dress shopping with Gator's fiance. If you don't remember who Gator was,
Gator don't play about his bitches.
Basically, Gator is Daniel's friend, and he hated Bianca. He was critical of everything she wanted. He's like, she wants an engagement ring. Gator was like, why the hell you want an engagement ring? He was like, well, I think we should move in together. He was like, why would you move in together? He just got out of jail. He was saying a lot of very like practical sense things, but saying it in a very sharp way. And she didn't care for it, and she left that dinner early. Gator sends his girl to go comfort her, and Daniel just stays behind. And it caused a lot of friction between Bianca and Daniel because she felt like Daniel wasn't sticking up for her. That same girl is who she's wedding dress shopping with, because that girl is getting married to Gator. And this is boiling Bianca's blood because she wants to be engaged so bad. And then Gator's girlfriend tells her, also, I got to be careful about what I pick because I'm pregnant. Further enraging Bianca, because this is where she wants to be with Daniel, and they're nowhere near it.
I think the show set them up as friends.
That Gator girl?
Yeah.
Or Gator's girl? Okay.
Yeah, I think they set them up as friends so they can enrage her to be uncontrollable.
I'm confused.
So that's diabolical.
After Lockup ended and their story ended, it was all over her social and his social how they weren't together anymore. So I'm confused as to why we're pretending they're still together.
I'm not confused. It is what it is.
I guess. Because he started doing OnlyFans.
Sure. Now, my favorite couple. Oh, Thurfuffle.
Thruple?
Can't make my F's with this goddamn thing in my mouth. Thurfuffle. DeModric, Kiana, and Jawalia.
Mm-hmm.
This picture is diabolical.
When I showed it to you before, I was like, what do you think? You're like, no, it's fine. Now it's diabolical, Coleman.
Staring at it, because I've been staring at it for like 5 minutes.
She's barely above their shoulder.
They got her like, her head. I didn't know her head was so low.
Someone took a freeze frame of like one of the confessionals where it's just DeModric and Kiana, and they photoshopped Jawalia's head in, but it's not her full head. She's like peeking over their shoulders. Because she's the other woman. Anyway.
Honestly, they should have both of them sitting right beside him.
Oh, on either side of him, you mean?
Yeah. Because that's really what it is.
I agree.
It's not like she in the back sneaking around. She's not sneaking around. She's very much known.
That's so true. That's true.
So let's stop this. So we leave with on DeModric and Kiana not talking to each other. We come back to Love.
It's not that they weren't talking to each other. They both broke up.
They broke up.
Kiana broke up with DeModric because he was still messing around with Jawalia. Calvin doesn't remember this for some reason, but after all that came out, it was right after producers had asked DeModric, are you sleeping with Jawalia? Because he was getting all of these photos sent to his phone. And Kiana was clocking him. That's why she broke up with him. Like, what is this? And he's like, she's just sending me stuff because she wants me. But then when they talk to Jawalia, Jawalia's like, nah, we're sending them to each other.
I told you he was still sleeping with her when he was doing that.
And then when they broke up, he immediately went to Jawalia's house. And Jawalia started posting on his socials that they were back and reunited as a family, further enraging Kiana.
See, family.
And
so
that is the conversation DeModric later had with his dad about what to do, because all of a sudden he was in his feelings because he wasn't with Kiana anymore. And his dad was like, you got to choose one. You got to choose one. You can't keep playing both these girls.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Your dad is your stepdad or whatever he is wrong. Yes, he can. He's been doing it for like 11 years now, hasn't he?
Later in that finale episode, after having that whole conversation with his dad, he meets back up with Kiana because they're going to try being friends first. And now they're back together. We pick up with him moving into Kiana's house.
With her 2 kids.
Yeah, we get introduced to her children.
Oh, not his.
Correct.
And then, at some point in the episode, He's like, it's my oldest's birthday. I got to go over there or whatever and get ready for the plans or whatever. They shoot over to Jawalia.
Not they. Demetra goes to Jawalia's house.
Well, the show goes to Jawalia's house, and Jawalia's friend over there helping her put together a table.
Mm-hmm.
Because Demetra was supposed to put the table together, but I guess he left right before his husbandly or fatherly duties were to be done. He left. He didn't put the table together.
It did give that impression. Like, they chose that table together, and then he was like, well, I'm gone. So
she puts the table together.
And she's kind of bemoaning the fact that, like, she's just going to be on her own. She doesn't know why she keeps putting herself through this, which is infuriating to me. But anyway.
It's not infuriating to me.
Yeah, we have very different perspectives on Jawalia.
It's like you said, she wants to be there. It's like you said.
I don't understand. I mean, on the one hand, I get it. You can play victim and at the same time be like, no, I know better. You can do that. It just annoys me.
I'm not going to let you play victim. It's like you said. She wants to be there. That's why she's in the background now, hovering over their shoulders.
Like a ghost.
like a ghost. Like a banshee or something. Because she wants to be there.
Just always there, but never real. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She wants to be there.
It's a shame.
Same for Kiana, too. She wants to be there. So
to me, in my mind, Kiana is his foundation. Like, that's who he chooses over and over again.
His foundation to get away from his father responsibilities and duties.
Definitely that.
That he's being held to by Jawalia.
But when he talks about who his soulmate is, who he's meant to be with, he never says Jawalia.
It don't matter.
He always says Kiana.
Because at the end of the day, when Kiana gets on his nerve and he has enough of her, he goes back to Jawalia and plays house.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that's part of the fight between Jawalia and Kiana. Like, that's part of their fight. Jawalia, even though she has his kids, is still not going to fill that void for him as, like, his meant to be. Kiana does. But she has to do it with the, what's the word? Amendment that she's got to share him.
She has to do it within the confinements of what he wants.
Like, he'll choose her, but not before he chooses himself. Like
exactly.
But he won't even choose Jawalia, and I think that's how they're trying to one up each other. Like, it's a terrible situation all around.
He's not really choosing either one of them.
No, he has said out loud several times that Kiana is his meant to be.
What you
Does
say?
Does it mean anything? No, but that's what he says.
So thank you. That's what I'm saying. Just because you say it don't mean anything.
Right. You and I know that, but this group doesn't.
So to me,
because Jawalia wants that. She wants him to say that and not mean it for her too.
So to me, what he says about Kiana doesn't mean anything.
I do think.
I don't care what he says about her. I don't care if he says he's in love with her or he loves her. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, when she gets on his nerves and pisses him off, he's going to go Jawalia. He's going to go bang Jawalia. Which leads him to believe
he's still banging Jawalia.
Yes.
Yeah.
These two women are the only women that allow him to do whatever he wants to do.
I disagree. They have hinted more than once that he's got a series of girlfriends. He also has 6 kids. So clearly it's not just these two.
I think he's trying to make it seem like that. I don't think it is.
I don't think we get to see everything because the show works on waivers. And if the other girls don't want to be a part of it, they're not going to sign up for it. And then that area is small. And they're seeing how Jawalia and Kiana are being dissected. So I can fully understand how they're like, no, thank you.
I got to see it to believe it.
I don't think Demetric is a 2-person kind of guy.
I got to see it to believe it.
He's got 6 kids.
Those 6 could happen within the confines.
He's got 3 other baby mamas.
Those happen with the confine of him cheating on these 2.
That's what I'm saying, though. He's got 3 other baby mamas.
I got to see it to believe it. I want to see the other girls.
My thing is, if his tie-in to Jawalia is that they share these kids, what makes you think he's not sleeping with the other baby mamas?
Because I don't think that women's got time for it. Until I see it, like these 2, it's not happening.
I think it's there.
That's all I'm saying.
I think it's there.
Anywho, these 2. He goes to Jawalia's house. He brings pizza. He's sitting there
for the boys.
With the boys, talk to the boys, and then they all go in the living room. The kids are eating. Jawalia sends the kids in the room, and he says, "So can Kiana come to the party?" She's like, "No, her kids can come. She can't come."
Right. You see what she's put me through.
And he's like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "She went on."
No, he knows exactly what she means.
Yeah.
But she shows him the picture anyway.
She's like, this girl went through your phone, took my pictures, and put them on the Facebook. That's disrespectful, which is technically kind of true. Because I'm pretty sure Kiana has photos in his phone of rancy little photos in his phone that she can grab and just put on the internet. She chose not to. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's a small caveat, and because we know in the previous season that she was blasting all over his socials that they were back together.
Blasting, we're back together on your socials is one thing.
That was the retaliation though to that. Was her taking those pictures and posting them on Facebook.
And that's what I'm saying. I can understand her saying she took it too far.
As a petty person that I am.
I'm not saying she ain't petty or what it is.
And through Kiana's perspective, that she's his girlfriend and Joalia was openly not only trying to steal her man, but succeeded.
Oh my
God. Too far is not a thing. So guess what? All is fair in love and war.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I can understand why she said she took it too far.
I'm just saying
she I don't want the bitch around my kids.
There's no rules.
I can get that.
There's no rules when it comes to this kind of stuff. So how is it too far? That doesn't make sense to me. Also, this is somebody who constantly talks about how she's not asleep to this. She knows the Matrix not good for her. She knows she needs to do better for her kids. And yet she chooses him every time.
Because every time she tries to walk away, in her defense, this Negro comes.
How are you writing with a paper?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Anywho, this dude keeps coming back to her and telling her she can't go to nobody else because he wants her.
I'm just saying,
every time
it's
she
kind
tries
of
to
like
leave,
the boy who cries wolf at this point. I get what you're saying.
Everybody's crying wolf,
but at the same time, I also am like, I don't have the sympathy.
Yeah, me neither. I don't neither. But everybody's crying wolf. That's all, and that's where we leave it at. At some point, the Margaret is going to get kicked out the house again. At some point.
Well, out of Kiana's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point.
Well, okay, so what did you think?
It's inevitable.
What did you think of the producers asking him if he's still sleeping with Joalia and him being like, been there, done that. Don't need to go back. What did you think of that?
Meaning, been there, done that, don't have to go back. I went back numerous times.
I'm not getting caught again. How about that?
Exactly.
He's for sure still sleeping with her. For sure.
You said it best. I'm not getting caught again. But I will get caught again. The only other couple I think that's in this season is Troy, Karen, and
Zariah and Troy.
Zariah and Troy.
Karen is his mother.
And Karen.
But we didn't get to see them.
We haven't get to see them yet, but this picture is even more diabolical the way she's looking behind them.
But they see how she got her whole face. She ain't sneaking over. She ain't sneaking over at the top.
That's crazy.
They got her at least sitting equal to them like that.
And that's pretty much Love After Lockup.
You missed it. You missed the show.
Yes. It's already been good.
It is good. With the exception of Justine. I don't care about their storyline. I'm interested to see what else is going to happen.
Yeah, Justine and Micah and Kid Rocks. I don't want to see her flat iron head.
Not flat iron. Anyway, on to Trainwrecked.
Worth the watch.
Is it? That's the worth the watch? Usually that's the first thing we talk about.
Well, that's what it says in the notes.
No, it doesn't. Anyway.
Trainwrecked, Area 51.
Storm Area 51. It's on Netflix.
Sure.
It's the story behind the random plan to everybody just show up to Area 51 just cuz. And then it turned into maybe have a party. And it turned out to be a big old nothing. So essentially we find out how it started. This guy who was bored after working on his job all day.
Girl, you getting bored.
Decided to get on the internet. He had a Facebook page that was basically shit posting in shambles was the whole title of it. Because he was a sad loner. Anyway, he posted on there, hey, he created an invite request for everybody just to show up at Area 51. Let's all storm Area 51.
Oh, let's take a little bit further back. The reason he got to storm Area 51 is because he's watching a Joe Rogan show with a guy on there who was talking about
a ufologist,
which that's not even sound like a real title.
It is.
Okay. and he saw that show, and for some reason he couldn't sleep that night. So that's when he did the storm, whatever.
Area 51.
Area 51.
He was joking. He says it was just an off the cuff joke about everybody showing up. He only had 40 people that followed his page. He didn't think anything of it. Gets off the computer, goes to sleep, wakes up the next morning to check on it, and it's blowing up. Everybody's like, yeah, let's go ahead and storm 51. It's bringing out every wacko and weirdo who has anything to do with aliens.
His name is Matt Roberts.
Right.
From Bakersfield, Cali.
And it just took off. This is back in like September of 2019. So
it literally took off.
Instead of him just like squashing it then and there, he lets it ride. So it continues to build momentum. More and more people start talking about it. More and more people are getting up to speed about it. And more people are like, oh, this is absolutely what we're going to do. We're absolutely going to go and do this. Invade a top secret military base? What are they going to do?
They can't kill us all.
Is the attitude. First of all, how top secret is it if everybody knows about it? Sight unseen.
And know where it is.
And you can Google it. So anyway, but it's growing and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. And more people are trying to figure out who he is. In the event of this, I don't know if he did the interview first or if he got reached out to by the party guy first.
So
I think he did an interview first.
It starts taking off, and then he decides to turn it into like a party or something, because he goes down in his comments and he saw the guy. Somebody said you should turn this into like an EDM party, right? Or something. That's when he decides to turn it into a party.
Well, it got bigger because he thought people were taking it too seriously, and he added like, "Well, will Naruto run to dodge the bullets?" And that just made it go even further. It started viral.
A whole another meme, and people Naruto running all over the place,
and even more people being like, "Yes, we're going to go storm Area 51."
Because he talked to his mom. His mom said, "You need to calm this down and do something to let them know you're just playing or whatever."
So he made it worse. Is basically what happened.
Yes.
And then she's like, stay anonymous. You know, more and more people are getting attracted to this. If anything goes wrong, your name's going to be tied to it. You should stay anonymous. And then the next day he's on the news with the local news.
I think he ended up on the news because he decided to
He outed himself. He decided to go on Insider Edition and talk about how he's the person behind the meme.
And then he almost Naruto runs into the damn bushes in a fence trying to show off. So that takes it to another level.
In the meanwhile, though, while this is getting bigger and bigger, there are people who are literally trying to go to Area 51. We go to, what's it called, Rachel, Nevada,
yeah.
Which is the area that's closest to Area 51. It's the only township that's that way. It's a population of like 30. Like, it's a really tiny place. There's a motel there with a campground adjacent to it that's run by this family. And their phones start going off the hook. Starts ringing off the hook. People are trying to rent the rooms, rent the camp spaces. And she's like, what exactly is going on? And then she's finding out that there's a meme. And more people are being attracted to this area. And she's like, okay, well, this is interesting. Meanwhile, Matt gets hit up by, well, no, he's in that EDM thing. He's looking at his comments. That guy's like, you should do an EDM party.
And the person you need to get
is this guy named Donnie Disco Donnie. Never heard of him. But apparently Disco Donnie has worked with all the greats, allegedly. Which is confusing because he doesn't know what to do. Anyway.
Exactly.
Disco Donnie takes it over as his own project. And it's like, yeah, it'd be great if we could do something. I've got all the connections. When are you trying to do this party? And it turns out Matt's trying to stay to the original date that he posted. Which is like in 8 weeks. And Disco Donnie, instead of being like, no, that's not possible. We need 8 months to do it, goes, okay. So they start scrambling to figure out how to make this work. Disco Donnie discovers the only way they can do this is if they can get somebody who already has access to the land they need, like has ownership of that land, and can get the permit from the county.
His first thing was, first they came up with a name. Well, no, you're right. So the first thing he did was like, the best place to have this would be in Vegas, because Vegas always has the...
He didn't say that.
I thought he said...
No, that's a DiMaggio dude.
No, I thought he said...
No, he didn't.
I thought Disco Donnie said, first, there's no way you'd be able to put this up in the desert, nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. So the first thing we need to do, the best place to be, the closest place to be to try to do in Vegas.
No, he didn't say that. The DiMaggio guy did.
And I thought they talked about it. He was like, no, I want to keep it in Rachel. He's like, okay.
No, that was the DiMaggio guy.
Okay. Oh. Anywho.
Disco Donnie was like, no, we can try to make it work in close to Area 51. He thought Matt had already scouted everything, and he hadn't. So then he was like, oh, okay, I'll scout. And there's nothing. And that's what led him to that motel. And was like, okay, we'll try to do it over here. She's got the land. She can get the permit. We'll just cut her in on the deal. And this lady that they get in is like this no nonsense type of lady. She's like, what's in it for me?
Should be somewhere.
You know what? Why are you trying to use my stuff? Blah blah blah. But eventually, like, even though she has her misgivings about it, she goes, okay, yeah, I'll do it for a paycheck. Let's do it. We'll work on this together. Except, dun dun dun. That's not what happens. So the clock is already ticking. They're now 6 weeks closer to that date. They still don't have anything.
They come up with a name, call it Alien Stock.
That was the lady. The lady did that. She was like, and then but yeah, they tried to name the festival, the EDM festival. It was going to be Alien Stock, and then the lady had her own thing where she was going to call it Raid Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
So they created a website, and the website's what tips off everybody else in Rachel that, like, what they're planning, and apparently an outright lie that everybody was on board because they were like, no, we don't want all these people here. They're going to wreck our stuff. They're not wrong. Anyway, so now they're dealing with the locals who have a problem with it. They still don't have everything in order to have this festival. They also still don't know what they're doing. And in the meanwhile, between all of this, the news is reporting what the Air Force is doing as well. The Air Force has been alerted and is aware of this storm the Area 51 situation that's headed their way. And they're like, we're going to take any and every precaution we've got to take to make sure, one, people know that you can't just storm a military base. Two, we don't play with that. And three, it could get crazy. They're speculating it's going to be over 1 million people, which is insane. So they're calling in to get backup and get more people, and I'm sure upgrade weapons or whatever they're doing. Meanwhile, back to Matt, Disco Donnie, and this lady. This lady gets hit with an insane bill of like over $100,000 from like a security firm and an assortment of other people, all that were supposed to be tied into doing this alien stock. When she calls Disco Donnie, he's like, no, she calls Matt because that's who she has a contact with. Matt's like, oh, Disco Donnie's handling it. Disco Donnie is kind of giving her the runaround because all those sponsors he said he was going to get lined up to do all this, none of them have given the money yet. Nobody has paid up front. So she's got to pay out of her own pocket. So she's had to like figure out how to like mortgage her home, do whatever else she got to do, hoping that she was going to get her money back. Then they get hit up by another club promoter, this guy named something DiMaggio, and his partner. They basically hit up Matt and was like, if you want to do this as a bigger event, hit us up and we'll help you out. They were trying to essentially swoop in and kind of like take over the credit of what they thought Matt and Disco Donnie were already building. Like they were under the impression that basically they had everything in place, but just didn't know what to do with what they had. Mm-hmm. Then they find out, no, they don't have anything
at all.
Thing in place
at all.
And we're down now to like the last week before everything's supposed to happen.
And he pretty much tells Matt, look, dude, you don't want to be liable for anything that goes wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't want this to turn into what's called
Fire Festival 2.0.
Festival 2.0.
In the midst of them planning for this alien stock, Fire Fest had hit the news. And if you don't remember Fire Fest, that's when a bunch of influencers and like some celebrities had bought these insane ticket prices. Ja Rule was the front man for it, where they thought they were going to get these like luxury suites and tents to camp in this like tropical paradise. But then when they got there, it was a singular tent, no food, nothing. It was terrible. So Matt's freaking out because he's like, damn, this could be a 2.0 and I don't want to be associated with that. And then on top of that, they're also getting death threats. There are people who are like really having a problem, who are either anti-government or anti-alien, and for whatever reason they're threatening the lady who owns the motel. They're threatening Matt.
I find this little article, they left her name out.
Maybe she didn't want to be known.
Yeah. Because I can't find her name in this article anywhere.
Yeah. If you want to know her name, you can watch the show. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's all these threats now that are coming in to the town. The town is getting threats. It's getting really scary. The local sheriff is having to like boost up his own security and invest on like how to protect the township and these people that are gonna be at this festival.
He gets a call from the inn owner, the Alien Inn. That's the name. The
yeah, it's called the Alien.
And she's like, someone said they're trying to kill me. They know I love what I'm wearing, all that stuff.
They were like, your blood would look so pretty on the color of the shirt that she was wearing, and she's like, you would only know that if you were watching me through the window.
Yeah, so,
you could also be a patron in the actual bar, but whatever.
So then something else happens, and all of a sudden, somehow...
they threatened the bus that was for the government workers to actually go to the base.
So there were, I guess, 2 YouTubers just filming the bus or whatever. The sheriffs go and get those dudes, and they pretty much tell those dudes to go, whatever, mind their business. And somehow... they get those 2 sheriffs' names, and they start phone calling the sheriff department of Rachel, and pretty much just shuts down their phone lines. Their phone lines because it's too much flow.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah.
And that was for a small incident. He's like, the million people aren't even here.
Yeah, he's like, we're not gonna be able to do this because it's only 20 of them.
Right.
And I don't even think there was 20. I think he's being nice.
I thought he was saying the town was only 20, not his.
I think he said it's only 12. So it's like 10 to 20 people in the sheriff's department. I don't think.
I think that's the town. Anyway, so
but it's maybe. I think it was like 5.
I agree, 6 at the most. Anyway, yeah.
Because everybody they know Billy's acting a fool again. Jimmy, go see what Billy's out there cutting up doing.
Right.
Jeez
right.
Louise.
Tell him no more beers after 8. So yeah.
Yeah. So. Now they're calling in help, so they call in the FBI, the marshals.
Did they call in the FBI?
The FBI ended up coming in with all the threats and stuff.
Well, I know I didn't know the sheriff's office was the one that tipped them or alerted them to the threats.
I think with everything going on, all the threats, they needed help, so they started calling people around to get help.
I honestly thought it was the military base that got involved, especially since it was coming from another DOD agency.
No. The military is going to handle their thing on their own. They're going to do whatever they do.
Which they can do on the base, but I wonder if they were like, just to let you know this is what's happening outside of our jurisdiction.
Yeah, probably. But I think the sheriff's department started calling outside and say, we need backup before this thing
gets crazier.
And then it got on TV and everything was going on. And then all the threats were happening. Mm-hmm. So the FBI was like, yo, who started this whole thing?
And it doesn't take them long to figure it out.
It doesn't take them long for it. And they end up going to Matt's house.
Right. But he's at home. His mom ends up answering and gives him a call and is like, you need to come home. They're here asking questions. And Matt's first reaction was not to go home and not answer any of their questions because he didn't want to get in further trouble. And it was like, I don't know why you think that's going to make it less trouble.
Exactly. So Matt ends up becoming enemy number 1 of his own website because he starts to go on TV shows to promote the event. And instead of doing it in Rachel, I guess he said they might be moving it to Vegas or something.
He was getting a lot of hate because
he was taking away the authenticity of it, moving it from Rachel to Vegas.
Because he also told them last minute. It was like the day before that event was supposed to launch. No, the week before that event was supposed to launch. And all of a sudden he was like, yeah, no, we're moving it to Vegas. There's no way that we could safely do it in Rachel. He never told the lady that ran the motel that that's what was happening. She finds out on the news like everybody else.
And he was kind of like on the fence.
He was very much like disassociated from any of the ramifications that come from his decisions whatsoever. He very much was like, I didn't know that this was going to affect so many people. I didn't know that that they would react this way to it. I didn't know that I could be held responsible for all it. It's like, what do you mean you didn't know? Anyway, it's not like he was 12 doing this. He was 21 anyway.
He got with the guys in Vegas.
There's another promotion group. This guy run by this guy, DiMaggio guy, who basically bully him into moving it to Vegas. They're like, listen, you don't want to be on the hook. You can't do anything in Rachel. Let us do it in Vegas.
Him and Rachel and Matt went to see that guy at first. I guess the
No, that guy went and introduced himself to Rachel and Matt.
And then the conversation
it didn't go well.
Left really fast. And this is after Rachel got that $100,000 bill. So now she's like, she doesn't know what to do. The guy from Vegas fell through.
If what she said happened in that meeting happened, I don't blame her for being upset. Like when they're having the discussion, when they flash to DiMaggio, he's like, yeah, we're under the impression they have everything set up and they don't. So we're getting upset that they don't have anything together. And then when they flash back to the lady who ran the hotel, she's like, they're asking me like, show me your bank account. Show me how much money you have. And it's like, what's that got to do with you promoting? Why do I need to show you my bank account?
With what we got, what have you already done?
Right. What are you talking about? And she's looking to Matt for support, but of course he's a dumb kid. He's not giving her any support.
What was that? Disco Donnie, whatever his name was? He didn't come.
He pieces out. After he finds out DiMaggio's interested, he's like, well, you just do it with DiMaggio. And he leaves. Mind you, he's the one who made it to her door to do all of this. Without him, it wouldn't have even made it to Rachel.
And got her to do all the permits and everything.
And now he's like, okay, well, figure it out. Dumb. And then on top of all of that, she finds out on the news that Matt and DiMaggio are completely changing where it's going to be at and moving it to Vegas.
So she decides to put it on herself.
Yeah, because she already took the brunt for all of this stuff.
Took the hit for everything else.
Not to mention everybody had already secured her motel rooms, her campsites for this. Like if we're going to storm 51, why are we going to go to Vegas?
So now Matt is kind of enemy number one in his own post board.
Facebook board, yep.
The day comes, people start showing up.
But they end up going to, it gets divided. Some people show up to the one in Rachel, and some people show up to the one in Vegas.
And they go to Rachel, they go to Area 51, they have a countdown. They all run like Naruto and they stop and they go, haha, whatever, joke.
Right. And then party.
And then the party ensues. Meanwhile, Matt's in Vegas and him and that guy, promoter, puts on a show out there that goes pretty good. They had like 10,000 people. They
did a full, like, it was what that Woodstock theme would have been under Disco Dan. They do a full EDM run. And Matt comes out and everybody cheers for him. It was interesting. But he was like, it was a highlight of my night. I was like, okay. But then when he's looking back at it, he's like, the one that happened in Rachel, though, was the one that I really wanted to have happen. That was the one he actually planned for, where it was just going to be kind of lower key for everybody just to have a good time.
They ended up being like, what? How many people out there?
There was 100 and something at the Vegas one and 300 at the one in Rachel.
So they party in Rachel. They take pictures at Area 51, do all the stuff, pretend like they try to get over whatever.
It turned out it was a lot of hype for it to not be as detrimental as everybody thought it was going to be. Not as many people showed up. They were prepared for like over 1 million people. Only a few hundred showed up. And it was split.
Vice decided to do a whole documentary about it.
Where they were following it from its mean stage.
Yeah. And they wanted some crazy to happen so they can get it on camera.
The producer did, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, looking back on it, he was like, actually, what happened is probably what I wanted to happen for real. People just going there and partying.
And having a good time.
Having a good time.
Enjoying the joke and just...
Enjoying the joke,
just having fun.
Having fun.
But then we look at how much money everybody lost in the process of this. Military took a hit. I think it was like negative 11 million.
Yeah.
To be fair to... Was he a commander? I don't know what that man's title was.
He was a commander, the base.
To be fair to that base commander, him saying like I'll take it to my grave that we made the right decision. I agree with him. I agree with him that it's better to be well over prepared than to be underprepared and stuck. Because if it had gone bad and there was so many people, absolutely the first question would have been like, well, what were you going to do to mitigate it? What were you doing to prepare?
Let that happen now. They will be so unprepared.
Right.
So unprepared. Right?
Like, yeah, it was a loss, but I mean, it wasn't at the cost of lives. So, like, it was a win.
The lady, she
sues. She actually took a hit at first.
She took a hit, but then she sued DiMaggio for 3-point-something million.
That's what she won. She was just looking for recompensation for the bills that she put in from them moving the venue at the last minute. She ended up getting a lot more.
But he hasn't paid. He
said they're gonna have to take me to jail before I pay that money. That's usually what happens though if you don't pay the restitution.
Is it though?
They
because
take you to jail.
When did this get filmed?
Probably last year.
He's still out and he still hasn't paid. Or maybe is he paying something, pretending like he ain't paying nothing?
Or he's reporting he doesn't have enough funds to make that payment because it's well over $3 million.
Well, the show just made him look stupid because what he just said is going to put his ass in jail.
That guy who did Girls Gone Wild, he's in a similar situation. He got sued. He owes restitution. That's why he moved out of the country because they put out a warrant for his arrest because he never paid his restitution.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's a couple of ways to get out of it. If you report that you have a lower income than what you can pay for that restitution, they will pause it until you can.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that. What he's doing. No, we won't see. We don't care. And then Matt ends up going back to his little booth back in the mall.
Yeah, his vape stall. What were your takeaways on this? I have a lot of thoughts.
I find it hilarious that the dude that started this didn't make anything off it.
He made $1,400 selling t-shirts.
He should have made a couple of million. He shouldn't have had to work at that damn kiosk no more.
Listen, the person to blame for all of this is him.
Yeah.
It's absolutely him.
Of course.
He was an absolute idiot. Yeah, he put a joke on there. Yeah, he can't really control what the engagement's going to be on that joke. But at any time, he could have took that post down. He could have been like, just kidding, y'all. This was a joke. Don't really go to Area 51. But he didn't. He kept stoking the fire for it to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger because he wanted the attention. I think it was one of the few times that he actually had attention on himself.
Well, that goes to the era we live in now with the internet.
But what I'm saying is when he later goes, oh, I didn't know that this could happen or that this could happen or that there could be bad fallout. What do you mean?
He didn't care about the ramifications because he just wanted the fame.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly it. He did not care about the ramifications to the point where he didn't care how the locals felt about him deciding that they're going to do it in this random place. Well, he didn't care about that lady's feelings when he randomly decided to move it.
A local didn't care about the locals.
That's so true. But it just nobody knew what they were doing from the get-go. Like they all admitted that. They were all just flying by the seat of their pants. Why make it so big? Like what?
I don't.
As somebody who's a detailed planner type personality, sure. That was just this wing it attitude was freaking me out. It was freaking me out.
It makes sense. Because, number one, he didn't think all those people were going to.
He didn't think, period, end of sentence. He didn't think at all.
He didn't think all those people were going to show up anyway. And then what happened was he got scared.
As he should.
What everybody was saying, what was going on, he got scared.
There was a reason why Disco Donnie included medical as one of the things they needed for this thing. Like that many people in one area is crazy. Is crazy. Thank goodness that many people did not show up at the same time.
I think it was just gonna be open. I think what was going to happen was...
You know what else was open? Woodstock 2. Woodstock 2 was an open space. It didn't stop terrible things from happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying it would have stopped anything. What I'm saying is, I thought the worst thing would have happened was...
Stampede.
Yeah. Or not having enough bathrooms for people to use and doing all that stuff. People not having no place to go. Trash everywhere. Like the Woodstock 2. It was just...
But even with like an open space, when you have that many people packed, even though the space is open... Like, if you're in the middle of that and a stampede happens,
yeah,
the people become the barriers.
And what I'm
unless you're on the outside, you can still get trampled.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying the worst thing I thought would happen was medical emergencies and people can't get to people. But with the Woodstock 2, where they didn't have places for people to shower.
They didn't have places for people to shower. They didn't have dry areas for people to sleep. They didn't have food. They ran out of water.
It was too hot.
People were raping people. The rapes were crazy. Yeah, they were raping everybody.
It was too hot.
People were passing out.
Yeah, so all that stuff. That's what I thought was going to happen to this.
Me too. Especially if it was that high of a number. For sure.
That's what I thought this was going to be like.
But also, not even just what could happen with the crowd in itself, what could happen to the surrounding area. That's why the locals also were like, no, this is way too much. Because they absolutely would have wrecked house on the surrounding area. All it would take was somebody to be like, you know what we should do? Like what's happening in DC right now. Have you seen the videos of the kids going up to the row homes, like the townhouses? They're running into the garage doors as hard as they can so they can dent them or break them or rip them. Just for fun. Just cuz.
And then when kids start getting cleaned up all over the streets, parents ain't got nothing to say.
It is a menace right now for what's happening in DC. That in the Navy Yard. Have you seen the videos of what's happening in the Navy Yard?
No.
They're taking over restaurants. Like there'll be a bunch of kids that just show up. They'll all storm a restaurant, get into a fight, wreck that restaurant, move into the next restaurant.
Till them kids start getting cleaned up.
It's crazy. But what I'm saying is something happens. Like there's like a herd mentality that happens when you get that many people all together. Stupidness just takes over. Recklessness takes over. Calamity takes over. It was like, thank goodness everybody was safe, but this was insane. This was crazy. This was crazy. Absolutely insane. And I'm glad it amounted to nothing. And I'm kind of glad that he got the least amount of money out of everybody. Because he did not know what he was doing. He did not know how to monetize everything that was happening. He could have done this himself and made buck. But he didn't know what he was doing at all. So there.
Yep. That's Trainwrecked Area 51. These train wrecks have actually been pretty kind of cool.
Okay.
So
next week we're gonna watch something with the WWE. It's real something. I don't know what's happening. Some kind of background, behind the scenes type show.
Okay.
All right. You got any other shows you're watching?
Nope.
Really nothing?
No, not right now.
Okay. All right then. Bye. Thank you for listening to We Like That podcast.
So we like that.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know you want to. And rate us 5 stars. I'm Javon.
I'm Calvin.
Later, people.
And we're out.